Welcome back, everyone. Let's play a game, a little guessing game. Picture this. You're at a house party, someone picks up a guitar, and the first thing they play is, wait for it, Wonderwall. It's almost like a universal law at this point. Wonderwall is the go-to song for beginner guitarists, karaoke nights and sing-alongs. It's been memed, mocked and loved in equal measures. But why? What makes this 1995 Oasis hit one of the most iconic songs of all time? Today we're diving deep into the untold story behind Wonderwall. We'll uncover everything from its mysterious origins to its connections to the Beatles, and even its weird ties to a psychedelic film about a man drilling holes in a wall. We'll also explore how it skyrocketed Oasis to fame, why Liam Gallagher hates singing it, and why it's still banned in some guitar shops. Oh, we'll be tackling the big question, who or what is the Wonderwall? Is it Noel Gallagher's ex-wife, an imaginary friend, or something else entirely? Stick around, because this isn't just about a song, it's about the cultural phenomenon that's still going strong nearly 30 years later. Before we get into the song itself, let's set the stage. It's 1994, and Oasis has just burst into the scene with the debut album Definitely Maybe. Songs like Live Forever and Supersonic weren't just hits, they were anthems for a generation. But with success came pressure. When it came to create their second album, What's a Story Morning Glory, the band was under a microscope. They could follow up on their explosive debut, or would they crumble under the weight of expectation? Oasis wasn't just another Britpop band. They were a leading movement. Blur, Pulp, Suede, these were the bands defining an era. And Oasis, they were scrappy working class heroes who wrote songs about dreams, rebellion and defiance. But little did anyone know, one of the defining sons of the decade would emerge from a quiet, sheep-filled countryside in Wales. Oasis recorded What's the Story Morning Glory at Rockfield Studios in Wales. It was a secluded rural spot surrounded by green fields and sheep, a far cry from the chaos of Britpop fame. It was here, sitting on a stone wall overlooking those fields, Noel Gallagher wrote Wonderwall. He even joked later, I don't know who was more freaked out, me or the sheep. Now, let's talk about this movie for a second. It's something else. The plot. A man becomes obsessed with his neighbour, a woman played by Jane Birkin, and starts drilling holes in this wall to spy on her. Creepy, right? But hey, Noel thought the name Wonderwall sounded cool, and who can argue with a Beatles connection? The song's original title wasn't Wonderwall. Believe it or not, it was called Wishing Stone. This came from a small stone a girl gave Noel as a good luck charm, but things changed when Noel discovered George Harrison's Wonderwall music, an instrumental album written for the 1968 psychedelic film Wonderwall. So let's address the big question. Who or what is the Wonderwall? When the song was first released, most people assumed it was about Noel's then girlfriend Meg Matthews, and Noel didn't exactly deny it in an interview with Select magazine. He said, "It's about my girlfriend. She was out of work and down on her luck, so it's just saying cheer up and get on with it." But here's where things get interesting. A few years later, Noel completely walked back that statement. He said the media took the meaning away from him and that the song wasn't about Meg at all. Instead, he claimed it was about an imaginary friend, a kind of saviour figure who comes to rescue you from yourself. So who's telling the truth? Did Noel rewrite history to avoid awkward conversations with his ex-wife? Or is the Wonderwall really just a metaphor? The beauty of the song is that it's open to interpretation. It can mean whatever you want it to mean. Wonderwall isn't complicated. It's built on a simple progression that's super easy for beginners to play, but that simplicity is part of its genius. It's the kind of song you can pick up and play almost immediately, which is why it's become a favourite for guitar newbies. But simplicity doesn't mean boring. The subtle use of a mellotron to mimic a cello, the layering of acoustic and electric guitars, it all adds up to something magical. And yet, it's so overplayed that some guitar shops have actually banned it. Noel himself once walked into a shop with a sign that read, "No Wonderwall." He joked, I'm the guy who wrote it, give me a break. Wonderwall has sparked some strong opinions. Liam Gallagher, Oasis' own lead singer, has said he hates the song. In 2008, he admitted, "Every time I sing it, I want to gag." Yet Noel, the songwriter, lists it amongst the songs he'd like to be remembered for. But love it or hate it, there's no denying its impact. Decades after its release, Wonderwall remains one of the UK's most streamed song of the 90s. It topped countless best of lists and even made its way into memes like, "Anyway, here's Wonderwall." It's a song that's impossible to ignore. So, what's the real story behind Wonderwall? Is it a love song? A metaphor for salvation? Or just a simple catchy tune that struck a chord with a world? But what we do know is that Wonderwall isn't just a song, it's a moment, a feeling, a cultural touchstone that continues to resonate with people around the world. If you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more untold stories of the music you love. I'm Christian, and until next time, I'll see you then.